I'm going to work through this review, which is about how to graph quadratics that are written in their various form. The first 4 questions on the review ask you to graph quadratic functions that are written in standard form. Remember that standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. The a, b, and c are all numbers. The x's will stay x's. So in the quadratic presented in number 1, the a value is 1/2, the b value is -2, and the c value is -2. It may help you to write a, b, c above the numbers so that you can remember them. Answering these questions is going to give us the information that it takes to graph this quadratic. We know that the quadratic will open up because the a value is positive. If the a value were negative, it would open down. A is 1/2, b is -2, and c is -2. To find the axis of symmetry, you'll use this formula that's written on the page, (b/2a). Remember that the axis of symmetry is a vertical line that splits the quadratic in half. To find the axis of symmetry, you enter the proper variables into the formula, and at this point it's calculator friendly. You can just type this into your calculator and it will spit out the answer. The answer that I get in my calculator is 2. Remember, the axis is an x value. So the axis of symmetry is a vertical line that passes through the point x equals 2. So you can go ahead and draw that once you find it. And remember that the axis of symmetry, x equals 2, is also the x value of the vertex. So we already know half of the vertex. We need to find the y value of the vertex as well. To find the y value of the vertex, we plug the x value that we found into the equation. So we would be entering 2 in for x, and we would end up with 1/2 times 2 squared minus 2 times 2 minus 2. This is all calculator friendly, and when you enter it into your calculator, you should get -4. This is the y value of this quadratic vertex. So the vertex is at 2, -4, which is over 2 spots and down 4. This right here is the vertex. We need another couple points to graph this quadratic, however. I recommend looking at the c value. Notice it says intercept. The c value on a quadratic tells you the y-intercept for that particular function. In this case, the y-intercept is at -2. So I'll put a dot at -2 on the y-axis. To find my final point, I will reflect the intercept over the axis. The intercept is 2 spots away from this axis, so we'll go 2 spots past it and put another dot. At this point, you have 3 dots, and that is enough to graph a quadratic in standard form.